Tori, thanks so much. And once we saw the sun come up, we really got an idea of just how bad the Seneca, the Utica Hill, Mill area, all of that is. And you can see from this video, folks, and I'll tell you from being out there, just like our crews are now, you don't really get the grasp of how bad it is unless you can actually see it. The pictures show you a little bit, but until you can just visually be there, it just doesn't do it much justice. Carrie Weimer in Seneca Forest. Carrie, you've seen the damage. It's just pretty unreal what you're seeing across that area.
You know, Cody, I said earlier today, it's almost like something you see in a movie. You know, we see pictures of it, we hear about the damage, but until you actually see it, it doesn't hit home how hard this really is. Just trying to navigate through the streets here just to get some coverage and talk to some of the officials. There's down power lines everywhere. Trees are just uprooted with massive root systems. I mean, it looks like someone just came along and just plucked them right out of the ground. Houses are destroyed. We've seen trees in car windows. I mean, you name it, we've seen it here. Of course, Governor McMaster was here just a few moments ago. He just left in his chopper to head back to Columbia. And he said, and this is something powerful right here, for a man that's been in South Carolina his whole life, he's seen a lot of damage from hurricanes. He said this is the worst damage he's seen in such a small area at one time. So a lot of destruction, a lot of damage throughout here. Of course, all the officials are working together. Earlier today, we were at the command center, talked to emergency management officials as well as others, and they right now are focusing on making sure that everyone is okay. Of course, we've had that one fatality reported, but they are hoping that the numbers don't climb on that, and they're trying to make sure that everybody gets the help that they need. So a few things we want to mention, very important. He said that the emergency command center person that we spoke to this morning, he said, we know you want to be out with your chainsaws, cleaning up, you know, getting ready to take care of the damage, but please be careful because right now they don't want more injuries associated with that. He said for people to not be out sightseeing because there are still the down power lines and trees everywhere. He said there's trees that still haven't fallen yet, and the wind is still, I mean, it's pretty good out here. It's taken my hat a few times. So people need to exercise caution when they're out and about. Don't be out and about if you don't have to be. Of course, we want to remind you that the citywide lockdown goes into effect tonight at 9 o'clock. It's a curfew for Seneca. You cannot be out and about from 9 p.m. until 8 a.m. If you are coming home from your job, something essential, you'll need to have proof of that if an officer does stop you. But they really are stressing the fact that people need to stay home right now where it's safe. Let them get out here, do their job, begin the cleanup work. And of course, as you heard Governor McMaster earlier, they are declaring a state of emergency. So here we go.
This is a hard hit thing. And to see those homes, the people out there cleaning up now, but it's heartbreaking, but it's also exhilarating to see their spirit. Because you really can't keep these South Carolinians down.
Governor McMaster talked about how while they were out surveying the damage that he had people come up to him on golf carts smiling even though their houses and vehicles were destroyed behind them. He says that spirit of South Carolinians is strong and it will not be defeated. So of course we're going to bring you more updates throughout the day today, show you more of the damage over at Borg Warner and keep you updated as far as what's going on and what steps are next to rebuild from this damage. Out in Seneca, Carrie Weimer, Fox Carolina, the 4 o'clock news.
And Carrie, just real fast, I know earlier today a lot of that area was actually locked down because you couldn't get through with the debris. Are you still seeing a lot of those roads still with power lines down and trees down? I mean, people really need to be careful if they have to get out and about.
Just since we've been out here today, we've actually seen more streets go on a lockdown. There's different officials out putting up cones, redirecting traffic. So it's very important right now. Don't be out unless you really have to. Stay at home because there is still a lot of dangerous areas around and they want us to be careful of that.
All right, Carrie, thanks so much. We'll see you back here in a couple of minutes.